सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ओम नमस्ताराय नमः शंभवे च मयो भवे च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ओ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति विद्या योग विद्या धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति विद्या योग विद्या धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्राभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वाल्मीकि तुलसीदासाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास महर्षि नमः। ओम श्री हमद रामायण शास्त्र से आचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम परमात्मन भक्तेभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्वशांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निश्चितानां अस्माकं समः समस्त भक्त साधकानां आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्यादि सत्संपदा साधना सानुकूलता शक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा विघ्न शत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्र पारायण अध्ययनम श्री कमला मातुः सहस्रनामावल्या पारायणम नवरात्रि संदर्भे देवी स्तोत्राणां पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्रीरामनाम संकीर्तनम्। ओम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। ओम नमोस्तु रामाय लक्ष्मणाय देव्ये च दस्ये जनकात्मजाय नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्र हिमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु चंद्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अतः श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्र उत्तरकांडम पंचम सर्गः श्रीराम गीता श्री महादेव उवाच श्रीराम उवाच। Let us chant first from the 32 onwards. बुद्धे स्त्रिधा वृत्तिरपीह दृश्यते स्वप्नादिभेदेन गुणत्रयात्मनः अन्योन्यतोऽस्मिन् व्यभिचारतो मृषा नित्ये परे ब्रह्मणि केवले शिवे देहेन्द्रियप्राणमनश्चिदात्मनां सङ्घातजस्रं परिवर्तते धियः वृत्तिः तमोमूलतयाज्ञलक्षणा यावत् भवेत् तावदसौ भवोद्भवः नेति प्रमाणेन निराकृताखिलः हृदा समास्वादित चिद्घनामृतः त्यजेदशेषं जगत् आत्तसत् रसं पीत्वा यथाम्बः प्रजहाति तत्फलम् कदाचिदात्मानमृतो न जायते न क्षीयते नापि विवर्धते नवः निरस्त सर्वातिशयः सुखात्मकः स्वयं प्रभः सर्वगतोऽयमद्वयः एवं विधे ज्ञानमये सुखात्मके कथं भवो दुःखमयः प्रतीयते अज्ञानतोऽध्यासवशात् प्रकाशते ज्ञाने विलीयेत विरोधतः क्षणात् यदन्यदन्यत्र विभाव्यते भ्रमात् अध्यासमित्याहुरमुं विपश्चितः असर्पभूतैः विभावनं यथा रज्ज्वादिके तद्वदमीश्वरे जगतो विकल्पमायारहिते चिदात्मके अहङ्कार एषः प्रथमः प्रकल्पितः अध्यास एवात्मनि सर्वकारणे निरामये ब्रह्मणि केवले परे इच्छादिरागादिसुखादि धर्मिकाः सदा धियः संसृतिहेतवः परे यस्मात् प्रसुप्तौ तदभावतः परः सुखस्वरूपेण विभाव्यते हि नः अनाद्य विद्योद्भवबुद्धिबिम्बितः जीवः प्रकाशोऽयमितीर्यते चितः आत्मा धियः साक्षितया पृथक् स्थितः बुद्ध्या परिच्छिन्न परः स एव हि ओम शांति शांति शांति. Dearest friends, these shlokas of this Sri Rama Gita of this Sri Adhyatma Ramayanam Uttarakanda Panchama Sarga, where Bhagavan Rama is teaching Sri Lakshmana Swami. All these are essence of all Upanishads. All the essence of Vedanta, essence of Advaita Jnana, essence of Moksha dilane wale, all understandings and sadhanas. As much we revere, respect this portion of Ramayana, Adhyatma, and study deeply and mean business in doing the sadhana, so easily, quickly, surely, we evolve spiritually, reaching to our own Mukta Anubhava, Brahma Anubhava, Tattva Anubhava, Atma Anubhava. And it's a good surprise and joy that the difficult Upanishadic themes or Brahma Vidyas here in the Shastra, Bhagavan Sri Rama, and through mouth of Rama, Bhagavan Vyasa ji is trying to put in a as simple way as possible. Words are simple, but the meaning, whether you study Upanishad or this, the theme and meaning is same only. So, and in few shlokas or in couple of shlokas only, how beautifully the great themes are given, we are already studying. Is it not? In one shloka only, Bhagavan has given our three shlokas only. The three Deha and the Atma and Atma Viveka with regard to that Dehatraya Viveka was taught. In one shloka only, Panchakosha Viveka is taught to us. And in one kosha only the Avasthatraya Viveka also taught to us. Now, knowledge इतना ही होता है, but इसको ही हमको ना यूज करके contemplation meditation के द्वारा all that which is ignorance or delusion, coming out of that we have to establish in that self. That we have to hold on to. You know, like that Guru, Father Guru, to his son disciple Shvetaketu, the Uddalaka, 9 times he told only one thing, Tatutvam Asi. That is enough. Now, with the data given, Shvetaketu को काफी था ध्यान करके उससे अहम ब्रह्मास्मि पाने को. Same way we have seen to that Varuna father when Bhrugu's son went. How many big bulky Upanishads he taught? You know, Tasmai Sahovacha. Very few. Annam Pranam Chakshusrotra Manovachamiti. These are the 5 places you search for Paramatma. I give you 3 principles. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yat prayanti abhisamvishanti. Try to fulfill these 3 definitions of the Paramatma in that Annam Pranam Chakshushrotro Manovacham. That's it. And he went on doing that tapasya. He thought each one to be the Brahman, but he was in his own doubt. He came to Father. Father said, yes, you are right. What you found Anna to the Brahman is not right. Continue doing tapasya. In that way, Mano Brahmed, Annam Brahmed Vijanat, Prano Brahmed Vijanat, Mano Brahmed Vijnanam Brahmed Vijanat, ultimately Anandam Brahmed Vijanat. Anandadiva Kalivanubhutana, Anandina Anandam. Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya Parame Vyavan Pratishtita. Tadetadannamanya Pratishthitam, Sayetadannamanya Pratishthitam, Veda Pratishtiti, Annavanannana Bhavati, Mahan Bhavati. See that Taittiriya mein, every Upanishad, like Ishavasya. First line, Ishavasya Idagam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. That's it. And what is in again Taittiriya in second, Brahmananda Valli. Brahma Vida Apnoti Param. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. Guhayam Nihitam Yo Veda. Saha Sarvan Kaman Ashrute. सारे उपनिषद में इतना ही होता है, लेकिन भागवत तस्मात् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान ईश्वरो हरि श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येय पूज्यश्च नित्यदा. give. In Gita, simple. Sarvadharman paritmamekam sharanvajar, ananya chintayatam yogakshemar, manmanabha madbhakta madhyajar, mat karma kurt mat parma, madbhakta sangavartar, etame bhutam yogacha mamayo viti tattva, or machit mata paratarmananet kinchidasti mai sarvidam brotam sutre gani, और मणिगणाय तमेव शरणं गच्छ सर्वभावेन भारत. एक एक श्लोक में ही है पूरा मोक्ष, बट हमको वर्कआउट करना है उसका. So the avastha, dehatraya, viveka we have done means these are the three dehas. Paramatma is somebody other than it. So to these are the panchakoshas. Paramatma, the real self, is something other than it. So to these are the three avasthas. Paramatma is somebody other than it. So dehatraya vilakshana, kosha panchaka vilakshana, avasthatraya vilakshana is the atma. So here the three avasthas belong to the buddhi vritti. Yesterday we thoroughly analyzed it and tried to understand. And when, because of the Maya, the Buddhi, and in the Maya there are three gunas, therefore those three gunas come to the Buddhi also. Because of that, the three avasthas happen. What about the self Paramatma, the conscious one? Either it is neither coming nor modifying nor going. When each of the avasthas are coming, modifying, going, he is just there, illuminating all the three avasthas, supporting all the three avasthas, certifying all the three avasthas, but untouched by them. In this way, the buddhi and its vritti is therefore three avasthas. I am the self, only a sakshi, Shuddha Chaitanya. This in Yoga Bhasha is called Viveka Khyati. After that, the more we reject, again here is the Vedantic thought, with the Neti Neti, all these upadhi, to that extent we become qualified to establish in our own Atma Swarupa, which is Satchidananda. This is called as Moksha in Vedanta. So this one, Buddhe Trida Vritti api iha drushyate. Three vrittis belong to the Buddhi. Gunatraya Atmanaha, which because of the three gunas. And what that Buddhi goes through because of the three gunas? Swapnadi Bhedena. So Swapna, Jagar, Sushupti are to the Buddhi because of Rajo, Sattva and Tamo gunas. Point 1. 2. In this 32वां श्लोक, अन्योन्यतः व्यभिचारतः. तो ईच ऑफ दीज आर एक्सक्लूसिव टू ईच अदर. एक अवस्था है तो दूसरा नहीं, दूसरा है तो तीसरा नहीं, है कि नहीं? दिस कॉल्ड अन्योन्यतः व्यभिचारतः. You can't have two avasthas same time. Therefore, they are exclusive to each other. The rule is what in Vedantic Vicharana? When there are few exclusive, mutually separate things are there, and they are known that they are exclusive to each other, then there must be another factor which must be supporting all these and not a part and parcel of all these. Okay, this is first Vedantic Vichar. Second Vedantic Vichar is, and that must be attentive in and through all these three. Then only it can know and illuminate all the three. Third point, if that has to be in and through all these three, then it must be actual reality because it is there in on through all these and these are coming and going. जो हमेशा रहता है वही सत्य है ना, जो आता जाता है वो सत्य नहीं हो सकता. अगर ये है, ये सब जगह है, ये हमेशा है, ये सत्य है, then what is the position of these three gunas or these three avasthas? Then they are superimposed on the reality. So from the three gunas, the one who is commonly permeated in that three gunas, we reach to that and we discover that to be all the time there permanent. Then we analyze and understand if it is there all the time permanent, what is the position of these three which we thought of reality earlier, the three avasthas, because of three gunas, they are superimposed. That is why Murusha Nitye Pare Brahmani Kevale Shive. In that eternal Parabrahma, who is one without second, who is of the nature of bliss and happiness or auspiciousness, on him, because of Maya, because of Antakarana, because of three gunas, these three avasthas are superimposed and coming and going. They are coming and going, that itself is a proof that they are not real. Real is that which always there. Trikala avadita vastu nityam or satyam. Therefore, they are coming, going. So if it coming, it is going to go also. Then why worry about that which comes and goes? Hold on to that which is permanent. So in this sloka, this way, avastatraya belong to the antakarana, buddhi, not to Paramatma. That is what is proved. What is Paramatma? Is only a sakshi. And it is not difficult at all to understand. Am I not aware of everything that's happening in Jagrada Avastha, morning to evening? I know it. I am not changing. So too, am I not aware of all the number of dreams that are coming and going? Huh? And am I not aware of the deep sleep, you know, or any disturbed sleep? We are aware of it. Therefore, the awarenesses are not three. Even awareness only becoming aware of all these three. I am that. Not knowing this, that I am the self who is only witness or awareness, a peculiar thing happens of identifying with them from that born is this pseudo ego jiva. He is the culprit. And unfortunately, like who is the culprit? Vrukasura. And who is the one who suffered and perished? Vrukasura only. So to who is the culprit is ego. And who suffers ego also? Ego only. लाइक वो कहीं भी बंदा जगत में ईगोइस्टिक रहता है ना, सबसे ज्यादा वही सफर होता है. बट ही डजंट रियलाइज इट. He tries to remove that suffering by troubling others, by looting from others, by cheating others, etc. With that, the ego grows only, therefore, suffering grows only. These are all very subtle, special, peculiar knowledges which we have to gain very early and mold our all thinkings, attitudes, actions for liberation and not for bondage. Now comes very interesting sloka 33. Mm-hmm. Okay. देह इंद्रिय प्राण मनः चिदात्मनां संघात अजस्रम परिवर्तते धियः वृत्तिः. So I have chitta, antakarana, dhi. It has got the vrittis. Continuously the vrittis in the chitta are coming, going, modifying. Why? Because of the chitta vritti, dhi, be attentive. Identified with or in connection with or in contact with sthula deha, pancha indriyas, pranas, mana and the ego. इन सबके साथ लगा रहने के कारण चित्त में लगातार त्रिगुणात्मक वृत्तियां कमिंग एंड गोइंग. One point. Second, where from this chitta is coming vritti tamo moolataya. It is coming from the tamo guna. Where from this tamo guna is coming creating vritti which is getting identified with all the upadhis and continuously getting modified, कहते अज्ञान लक्षण. अज्ञान. एंड देन फाइनल लाइन क्या कहते हैं? यावत भवेत तावद असौ भवः उद्भवः. तो एज लॉन्ग एज द अज्ञान और अविद्या इज देयर, है ना, so long the tamoguna will function. As long as tamoguna functions, it creates the buddhi vrittis, and these buddhi vrittis keep on, while identifying with the upadhis, go on getting modified. And the one, the ego or jiva, who is possessing these things, identifying this set, he becomes the dukhi sukhi samsari. Therefore, what is to be done? Have the Atma Jnana theoretically, practically, experientially. In that, the Ajnana Avidya goes away. Tamoguna goes away. Then the Vritti goes away. Identifying with Upadhis goes away. Samsara goes away. And this is what we, in our Drugdusha Viveka, Bhagavata, Upanishads, again and again we are studying. And what it is? Paramatma is there. His own Maya Shakti. It doesn't bind him. We are bound. We are bound not by Paramatma, but by his Maya Shakti. Okay, this is how the Vedanta is explained. How Maya binds us? Again, 25th time we are talking it. That it binds us with its three effects. First, what that Maya does is avarana. It conceals the Paramatma. That happens because of Tamoguna. Second, what that Maya does is Vikshepa. Here the avarana is the self is not seen. Vikshepa is from the Maya only is this chitta is born. Okay. After the chitta is born, then chitta is given the position and status of reality, like the self so much. That alone is minded, that alone is valued. Like Avarana Shakti did not allow the rope to be seen as rope. Vikshepa Shakti projected the snake. Aropana Shakti made the snake to be taken as real. From there began the natural outcome of fear of the snake, etc., called as samsara. So I am afraid of this snake. I wanted to kill the snake. I wanted to run away from the snake. I wanted to tell others about the snake. I was discussing with them. All of them are actually I was doing. Shivering was there in the body, sweating also was there, palpitation was there in the heart, the legs were shaking also. Be attentive. All these were experienced by seeing what? The snake. Which one? Which was never there. Can you understand such a powerful Vedantic example? From that, the whole world. Spirituality में ये कहता है what is there is Paramatma reality alone. In the non-apprehension of this Paramatma reality, the Jiva Bhava, Jagatu, Ishvara, three are projected. In this, I identify with the Jiva Bhava, I am afraid of the Devata, the Ishvara, and I am also in that, what you say, fear of the desire for the world. जगत से राग द्वेष हो गया, भगवान से भय और आशा हो गया, कंटिन्यूइंगली सफरिंग गया. बी अटेंड. दिस इज व्हाट. ये पहली बार सुनने से ऐसा लगता है कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा, बट ओनली व्हेन 5, 10, 12, 15 years वी लिसन, देन द लिसनिंग का हैबिट, थिंकिंग का हैबिट होने के बाद बात समझ में आने लगता है. Then whatever the wrong thing done, keep on undoing it. Then slowly the bondage goes away, liberation comes. In this also lot of fill up the blanks how to do with so many blanks even we have spoken. Anyway, now next one what? कि साधना क्या करना है अभी. In this shloka 31, sadhana completely is explained to us. Beautifully, very simple. Not at all difficult. What it says, Sri Ramji कह रहे नेति प्रमाणेन निराकृत अखिलः हृदा समास्वादित चिद्घन अमृतः. How beautiful and simple. See, sadhana for us is for us the sadhana के लिए the pramana is Vedanta Shastra. In the Vedanta Shastra, what sadhana is given which we have to take as pramana is neti. नेति मीन्स दिस इज नॉट द सेल्फ, दिस इज नॉट द सेल्फ, दिस इज नॉट द सेल्फ करके नेति नामक प्रमाण से अखिल निराकृत, डू द निराकरण ऑफ एवरीथिंग कॉन्शियसली. इन दैट निराकरण ऑफ द एवरीथिंग कॉन्शियसली एज नॉट सेल्फ, एनी ऑफ दीज थ्री यू यूज. अब वो जो बताया है, either you take three dehas and reject them as neti neti, or you take panchakoshas and reject them as saying they are not self neti neti, or take three avasthas jagra sapna sushupti and reject them as neti. Any one of them use. बट शास्त्र ने कहा आत्मा ये तीनों में से पांच में से कुछ भी नहीं, और उनको छोड़ दो तो बचेगा परमात्मा है. दैट इज वाई नेति प्रमाणेन निराकृत अखिलः. And how to do that? Hrida. Hrida means wholeheartedly from the heart. Because in the heart only the self is there. In the heart only the ignorance is there. From the heart only, out of the ignorance, all these anatmas are projected. And in the heart only there is an identification with them. And in the heart only, because of identity, the jiva is there, and this jiva is so heartily living the life of samsara, and heartfully he is suffering. Therefore हृदय में करना है ये हृदय का ऑपरेशन. Up to the level of the heart you reach, and with the words of neti neti, that this is not self, this is not self, reject all that which is not self. And what is the technique here? So simple. That which is seen is the not self, that which is seer is the self. And the seer can never become the seen, seen can never become the seer. Is it not? How many times these Upanishadic mantras in our Taittiriya Bhashya Bhagavan Shankara quoting we heard? Nahi drashtuhu drustehe drustehe viparilopaha syat. The seer can never lose his ability to see. Another mantra is what? Ki drishya can never become the drashta, and drashta can never become the drishya. So drashta, drishya in our English language, seer and seen. So I am the seer. Whatever is seen is something other than me. Like I know buffalo. I am the knower of buffalo. I may look like buffalo, but I am not buffalo. In the same way, you are seeing the Annamaya Kosha, so it has become seen. So you are a seer, reject Neti Neti. So to the Pranamaya, Mano, Vijnana Ananda. So to the Stula Sharya, Sukshma Karana. So to Jagra Avastha, Sapna, Sushupti Avastha. All of them are known by me. So I am the knower of them. When they are known, I am not them. Because known is never the knower. Therefore, with this standard sentence, throughout the day, night, life long, reject the tadatmya given to them. Reject the self-identity given to them. Try to maintain only witnesshood with them. Sakshi ke रूप में रहो. That is the meaning of na iti pramanena nirakruta akhilaha hruda. And in that hridaya, when all this anatma is rejected as anatma, anatma, samasvadita, you will do the aswadana, enjoyment of the self. And that, what is that self? Self, three things: chita, ghana, and amrita. It is pure solid mass of consciousness, and which is amrita means blissful, amrita means eternal. है ना? अमृत मतलब इसका मूर्ति नहीं होता, और अमृत स्वाद में आनंद युक्त होता है. So chitta has become consciousness, amrita means existence, and amrita means blissful, bliss also. The conscious, blissful, pure existence self is experienced as the self in the heart. When in the heart, when we reject all these anatma. So heart tak pahunchna pehle sadhana hai. What is said here as hridaya is in Taittiriya said as Vijnanamaya. Vijnanamaya kosha. Kosha be nahi, that Vijnana guha. It is used. Kosha, the moment you say, then you are using it for identifying Anna Prana Mano and becoming samsari. Vijnana guha means at that place where the Ahamvriti, illumined by Chidabhasa, you working through the upadhis, becoming is karta, bhokta, jnata, drashta, manta, ityadi. So in the Hridaya, you discover that Chidghana Amrita self by rejecting everything which is not self as not self. Neti Neti is the Vakya of the Upanishads. Pramana कहते हैं उसको. An example beautiful is given what? By drinking the waters of the coconut, which are cooling and Amrita Rupa, the shell of the coconut as it is thrown away, in the same way, Atta Sad Rasam, having enjoying the Sad Atma Vastu, Tejed Ashesham Jagat. The entire world, Stula Sukshma Karana, Sukshma, which was so far seen by me and identified with Ahanta Mamata, all of that you drop it. Pitva Yatha Ambaha Prajahati Tatphalam. And having taken the waters of coconut, as that phala is thrown away, same way, reveling in the Atma Amrutananda, reject the whole world as real. There's no more, it's no more real, knowing that is unreal, reject it. Okay? Now, this Atma Vastuka Lakshana in the next two shlokas we are told. Very, very beautiful. Today we'll just enumerate it. We'll just give 10-20 minutes to study it tomorrow. First, Kadachit means never ever. Atma, the self, na mrtaha, never it dies. Na jayate, never it is born. Na kshiyate, never it gets decayed. Na api vivardhate, nor it grows. Anavaha, never it becomes modern. Anavaha is equal to Purana. So from these shlokas only, Bhagavan Shankara, Asti Jayate, Vardate, Varnamate, Abhakshete, Vinashyate. These are the vikaras that are there to the Anatma, not to the Atma. He writes in all his Prakarana Granthas. So each of these words again become the pointers to contemplate in the deepest contemplation. When we reach to the meaning of these pointers, toward the pointed, we discover that self in our anubhava. Self is always anubhava. These are all words like vehicles for us to sit on this meaning of the words to reach. Having reached there, all words and meaning of the words is dropped, only experience is gained. So kadachidatma na mrutaha na jayate na kshiyate na api vivardate anavaha. Then nirasta sarvatishayaha. Nirasta sarva, in that all the three guna, three dehas, three gunas, three avasthas, panch koshas are astamay, nirastu ho jate. Nirasta means setting, like sun ka astamay hota hai, sunset, nirasta. And sarva atishayaha is other than beyond all of them in nature. He is eternal, they are ephemeral, he is blissful, they are miserable, he is Chaitanya, they are Jada, he is unmodifiable, they modify, he never dies, they die. You understand? सर्व का अतिशय रूपी है आत्मा है. Then that's why सुखात्मा कहा. वो सुख ही उसका आत्मा है. Other things are only dukkhatmaka. He is sukhatmaka. Means whose atma is sukha means it's of the nature of bliss. Then swayam prabha is a self-effulgent, the pure consciousness. Sarvagataha. It is the one which is all pervading. If you see it from the seen world standpoint, everywhere it is permeated. Adhyaha. Such a self is one without second. और देखो सारे उपनिषद में जितना मैंने बड़ा एक राम गीता में सारे आ गए कि नहीं. That's why we are going slow. Today is already 16th or 15th day, याद नहीं है मुझे. धीरे धीरे हम एक एक दो दो तीन तीन श्लोक per day we are seeing. Now in the next sloka, Ramji says, such an Atma, how can it fall trapped to the Maya or Samsara? Never. So you are that self. So repeatedly saying this to yourself, remain in the self. And this world, the worldliness, even for time pass also be involved. We are caught up in the upadhi. Therefore, that sannyasadi lekar, going to the ashram, etc., seated there only for this one purpose, by rejecting through neti neti alanatma, establishing the atma. In this life, this information we may not be able to translate into practice. But even after 100 lives also, that life in which we get the moksha by getting Atma Anubhava, there we have to do this thing only which is taught today, that our involvement through path in the world always an obstruction in recognizing the self. Therefore, go to that secluded place, reject all the upadhi, discover the self. देखो यही पाठ आज जो पढ़ा है 100 जन्म के बाद भी गुरु जो भी मिलेगा वो वही बताएगा, बताने वाला नया चीज नहीं है. Now we can't do because of our vasanas and all. In these 100 lives through karma yoga, bhakti yoga and all, when all vasanas are eliminated, in the 100th life when the guru says it is appealing, it is acceptable, it is taken true as a true and shirodharya karke, we practice it and we get realized. If some of us are already finished the 99th life, if this itself is 100th life for them, suddenly this thought clicks to them, oh, I have to recognize the self, further I have to go away from not-self. The world and worldly involvement gets me identified with the not-self. Therefore, let me go to that secluded place where I am not required anywhere by anybody, nor I need anything. So there having seated, just for survival, what's required, doing that, slowly by saying neti neti to all, the avasthas or koshas or dehas, let me discover in the hridaya, the amrutarupi atma, which is स्वयं प्रभः सुखात्मकः सर्वगतः अद्वयः इत्यादि. तो इस तरह से जिनका यही सवा जन्म है, हो सकता है किसी का भी, तो they can do it and realize. So maybe very soon think that we are in that last 100th life. Why should we think it's the first life? हो गए होंगे 99. तो बस सब छोड़ो, बैठो, ध्यान करो, अपने स्वरूप में बैठ जाओ, ये करना है. Now in this self there cannot be any bondage, but this bondage appears because of adhyasa, and this is the definition of adhyasa through viveka vicharana, that adhyasa is broken. These are all the very technical, beautiful sadhanas Ramji is going to tell, and based on these next 2-3 shlokas only, the entire adhyasa bhashya to Brahma Sutras, Bhagavan Adi Shankara writes, which people proclaim to be the greatest of the composition independent. Before entering to the Bhashya of Brahma Sutra, he writes. But very few know that all these are already covered in Adhyatma Ramayana by Bhagavan Vyasa, and Vyasa के अनुग्रह से ही आदि शंकर जी ने सब लिखे. Clear? So let us conclude today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरे अमृतकलशस्थाय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः. ओम भाग्याब्धि चंद्रिकामक्त चित्तकेकि गणागणा रोग भरत दंभोलिर्मुक्तिदारु कुठारिकाय नमो नमः. ओम नासै रोग हरे सुबीरा जपत निरंतर नमत बीरा. ओम श्री हनुमद्बीराय नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. राम नाम राम 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 राम. 400 to 500. Sri Kamala Sahasranamavali. May the mother bless all of us. Om Mata Sri Kamala Matuh Sahasranamavali. Om Om Nari Nareshwaravararchitayi Namaha. Om Trailokya Sundariyai Namaha. Om Ramayi Namaha. Om Mahavibhavavahinyai Namaha. Om Padmasthayi Namaha. Om Padmanilayayi Namaha. Om Padmamala Vibhushitayi Namaha. Om Padmayugmadharayi Namaha. Om Kantayi Namaha. Om Divyavarana Bhushitayi Namaha. Om Vichitra Ratnamukutayi Namaha. Om Vichitramvara Bhushanayi Namaha. Om Vichitramalya Gandhadhyayi Namaha. ओम विचित्र आयुध वाहनाय नमः. ओम महानारायणी देव्यै नमः. ओम वैष्णव्यै नमः. ओम वीरवंदिताय नमः. ओम कालसंकर्षण्यै नमः. ओम घोरायै नमः. ओम तत्वसंकर्षण्यै नमः. तत्वसंकर्षण्यै कलायै नमः. ओम जगत संपूर्ण्यै नमः. ओम विश्वायै नमः. ओम महाविभवभूषणाय नमः. ओम वारुण्यै नमः. ओम वरदायै नमः. ओम व्याख्यायै नमः. ओम घंटाकर्णविराजिताय नमः. ओम नृसिंह्यै नमः. ओम भैरव्यै नमः. ओम ब्राह्म्यै नमः. ओम भास्कर्यै नमः. ओम व्योमचारिण्यै नमः. ओम ऐन्द्रियै नमः. ओम कामधेनुसृष्ट्यै नमः. ओम कामयोन्यै नमः. ओम महाप्रभायै नमः. ओम दृष्टायै नमः. ओम काम्यायै नमः. ओम विश्वशक्त्यै नमः. ओम बीजगत्यात्मदर्शनाय नमः. ओम गरुडारूढहृदयाय नमः. ओम चान्द्रियै नमः. श्री नमः. ओम मधुराननाय नमः. ओम अहोग्ररूपाय नमः. ओम वाराही नारसिंही हतासुराय नमः. ओम युगांत हुतभुग्ज्वालाय नमः. ओम करालाय नमः. ओम पिंगलाय कलाय नमः. ओम त्रैलोक्यभूषणाय नमः, ओम भीमाय नमः, ओम श्यामाय नमः, ओम त्रैलोक्यमोहिन्यै नमः, ओम महोत्कटाय नमः, ओम महारक्ताय नमः, ओम महाचंडाय नमः, ओम महासनाय नमः, ओम शंखिन्यै नमः, ओम लेखिन्यै नमः, ओम स्वस्थालिखिताय नमः, ओम केसरेश्वर्यै नमः, ओम भद्रकाल्यै नमः, ओम एकवीराय नमः, ओम कौमार्यै नमः, ओम भगमालिन्यै नमः, ओम कल्याण्यै नमः, ओम कामदुग्ज्वालामुख्यै नमः, ओम उत्पलमालिकाय नमः, ओम बालिकाय नमः, ओम धनदाय नमः, ओम सूर्याय नमः, ओम हृदयोत्पलमालिकाय नमः, ओम अजिताय नमः, ओम वर्षिण्यै नमः, ओम रीत्यै नमः, ओम भेरुण्डाय नमः, ओम गरुडासनाय नमः, ओम वैश्वानरी महामायाय नमः, ओम महाकाल्यै नमः, ओम विभीषणाय नमः, ओम महामन्दारविभवाय नमः, ओम शिवानन्दाय नमः, ओम रतिप्रियाय नमः, ओम उद्धृत्यै नमः, ओम पद्ममालाय नमः, ओम धर्मवेगाय नमः, ओम विभावन्यै नमः, ओम सत्क्रियाय नमः, ओम देवसेनाय नमः, ओम हिरण्यरजताश्रयाय नमः, ओम सहसावर्तमानाय नमः, ओम हस्तिनादप्रबोधिन्यै नमः, ओम हिरण्यपद्मवर्णाय नमः, ओम हरिभद्राय नमः, ओम सुदुर्धराय नमः, ओम सूर्याय नमः, ओम हिरण्यप्रकटसदृश्यै नमः, ओम हेममालिन्यै नमः, ओम पद्माननाय नमः, ओम नित्यपुष्टाय नमः, ओम देवमात्रे नमः, ओम अमृतोद्भवाय नमः। 500 एक काफी है, बाकी कल करेंगे। Now in our stotra sequence today, what do we have? लक्ष्मी स्तोत्राणि, है ना। yesterday तीनों में हमने सरस्वती का देखा था। लक्ष्मी स्तोत्रों में in this book what do we have is the कनकधारा स्तोत्रम, कल्याण वृष्टि स्तोत्रम। तो ये दो करने में ही आज टाइम लगेगा, इतना काफी है, दो। ओमत श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य विरचित श्री कनकधारा स्तोत्रम। ओम अंगम हरेः पुलकभूषणमाश्रयन्ते भृङ्गाङ्गनेव मुकुलाभरणन्तमालम् अंगे कृता किल विभूतिरपाङ्गलीला माङ्गल्यदास्तु मम मङ्गलदेवतायाः मुग्धा मुहुर्विदधति वदने मुरारेः प्रेमत्रपा प्रणिहितानि गतागतानि मालादृशोर्मधुकरीव महोत्पलेया सा मे श्रियन्दिशतु सागरसम्भवायाः विश्वामरेन्द्रपदविभ्रमदानदक्षम् आनन्दहेतुरधिकं मुरविद्विषोऽपि ईशन्निषीदतु मयि क्षणमीक्षणार्धौ इन्दीवरोदरसहोदरमिन्दिरायाः आमीलिताक्षमधिगम्य मुदा मुकुन्दौ आनन्दकन्दमनिमेषमनङ्गतन्त्रम् आकेकरस्थितकनीनिकभक्ष्मनेत्रौ भूत्यै भवेन्मम भुजङ्गशयाङ्गनायाः बाह्वन्तरे मुदुजितश्रितकौस्तुभेया हारावलीव हरिनीलमयी विभाति कामप्रदा भगवतोऽपि कटाक्षमाला कल्याणमावहतु मे कमलालयायाः कालाम्बुदालिललितो रसिकैटभारेः धाराधरे स्फुरतया तडिदङ्गनेव मातुः समस्तजगतां महनीयमूर्तिः भद्राणि मे दिशतु भार्गवनन्दनायाः प्राप्तं पदं प्रथमतः खलु यत्प्रभावात् माङ्गल्यभाजिमधुमाथिनि मन्मथेन मय्यापतेत्तदिहमन्तरमीक्षणार्धं मन्दालसञ्चमकरालय कन्यकायाः दद्याद्दयानुपवनो द्रविणाम्बुधाराम् अस्मिन्न किञ्चन विहङ्गशिशौ विषण्णे दुष्कर्मघर्ममपनीय चिराय दूरं नारायणप्रणयिनी नयनाम्बुवाहः इष्टाविशिष्टमतयोऽपि नयादयार्द्र तुष्ट्यास्त्रिविष्टमपदं सुलभं भजन्ते इष्टाविशिष्टमतयोऽपि ययादयार्द्र दृष्ट्याः त्रिविष्टमपदं सुलभं भजन्ते दृष्टिः प्रहृष्टकमलोदरदीप्तिरिष्टां पुष्टिं कृषिष्ट मम पुष्करविष्ठरायाः गीर्देवतेति गरुडध्वजसुन्दरीति शाकम्भरीति शशिशेखरवल्लभेति सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयकेलिषु संस्थितायै तस्यै नमस्त्रिभुवनैकगुरोस्तरुण्यै श्रुत्यै नमोऽस्तु शुभकर्मफलप्रसूत्यै रत्यै नमोऽस्तु रमणीयगुणार्णवायै शक्त्यै नमोऽस्तु शतपत्रनिकेतनायै पुष्ट्यै नमोऽस्तु पुरुषोत्तमवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु नालीकनिभाननायै नमोऽस्तु दुग्धोदधि जन्मभूम्यै नमोऽस्तु सोमामृतशोधरायै नमोऽस्तु नारायणवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु हेमाम्बुजपीठिकायै नमोऽस्तु भूमण्डलनायिकायै नमोऽस्तु देवादिदयापरायै नमोऽस्तु शार्ङ्गायुधवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु देव्यै भृगुनन्दनायै नमोऽस्तु विष्णोरुरसिस्थितायै नमोऽस्तु लक्ष्म्यै कमलालयायै नमोऽस्तु दामोदरवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु कान्त्यै कमलेक्षणायै नमोऽस्तु भूत्यै भुवनप्रसूत्यै प्रसूत्यै नमोऽस्तु देवादिविरर्चितायै नमोऽस्तु नन्दात्मजवल्लभायै सम्पत्कराणि सकलेन्द्रियनन्दनानि साम्राज्यदानविभवानि सरोरुहाक्षि त्वद्वन्दनानि दुरिताहरणोद्यतानि मामेव मातरनिशं कलयन्तु मान्ये यत्कटाक्षसमुपासनाविधिः सेवकस्य सकलार्थसम्पदः सन्तनोति वचनाङ्गमानसैः त्वां मुरारिहृदयेश्वरीं भजे सरसिजनिलये सरोजहस्ते धवळतमां शुकगन्धमाल्यशोभे भगवति हरिवल्लभे मनोज्ञे त्रिभुवनभूतिकरि प्रसीद मह्यं दिग्गस्तिभिः कनककुम्भमुखावसृष्ट स्वर्वाहिनी विमलचारुजलाप्लुताङ्गीं प्रातर्नमामि जगतां जननीमशेष लोकाधिनाथ गृहिणीम् अमृताब्धिपुत्रीं कमले कमलाक्षवल्लभे त्वं करुणापूरतरङ्गितैरपाङ्गैः अवलोकय मामकिञ्चनानां प्रथमं पात्रमकृत्रिमन्दयायाः स्तुवन्ति ये स्तुतिभिरमोभिरन्वहं त्रयीमयीं त्रिभुवनमातरं रमां गुणाधिका गुरुतरभाग्यभाजिनः भवन्ति ते भुवि बुधभाविताशयाः भवन्ति ते भुवि बुधभाविताशयाः इति श्रीमद्शंकराचार्य विरचितं कनकधारा स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम। हम सबको सद्गुण का, ज्ञान का, भक्ति का, कनक का धारा चाहिए। ओम अत श्री कल्याण वृष्टि स्तोत्रम। ओम सेम कल्याण वृष्टिभिरिवामृतपूरिताभिः लक्ष्मी स्वयं वर्णमंगल दीपिकाभिः सेवाभिरम्भ तव पाद सरोज मूले नाकारि किं मनसि भक्तिमतां जनानाम् एतावदेव जननी स्पृहणीयमास्ते त्वद्वन्दनेषु सलिलस्थगिते च नेत्रे सान्निध्यमुद्य तरुणायत सोदरस्य त्वद्विग्रहस्य सुधया परया प्लुतस्य ईशित्वभावकलुषाः कति नाम सन्ति ब्रह्मादयः प्रतियुगं प्रलयाभिभूताः एकस्य एव जननि स्थिरसिद्धिरास्ते यः पादयोस्तव सकृत् प्रणतिं करोति लब्ध्वा सकृत्तिपुरसुन्दरि तावकीनो कारुण्यकन्दलितकान्तिभरं कटाक्षं कन्दर्पभावसुभगास्त्वयि भक्तिभाजः सम्मोहयन्ति तरुणीर्भुवनत्रयेषु ह्रीङ्कारमेव तव नाम गृह्णन्ति वेदाः मातस्त्रिकोणनिलये त्रिपुरे त्रिनेत्रे यत्संस्मृतो यमभटादिभयं विहाय दीव्यन्ति नन्दनवने सह लोकपालैः हन्तुः पुरामदिगलं परिपूर्यमाणः क्रूरः कथन्नु भविता गरलस्य वेगः आश्वासनाय किल मातरिदं तवार्धौ देहस्य शश्वतमृताप्लुतशीतलस्य सर्वज्ञतां सदसि वाक्पटुतां प्रसूते देवि त्वदङ्घ्रिसरसीरुहयोः प्रणामः किं च स्फुरन्मुकुटमुज्ज्वलमातपत्रौ द्वे चामरे च वसुधां महतीं ददाति कल्पद्रुमैरभिमतप्रतिपादनेषु कारुण्यवारिधिविरम्भ भवत्कटाक्षैः आलोकयत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरि मामनाथौ त्वय्येव भक्तिभरितं त्वयि दत्तदृष्टिम् हन्तेतरेष्वभिमनांसि निधाय चान्ये भक्तिं वहन्ति किल पामरदैवतेषु त्वामेव देवि मनसा वचसा स्मरामि त्वामेव नौमि शरणं जगति त्वमेव लक्ष्येषु सत्स्वपितवाक्षि विलोकनानाम् आलोकयत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरि मां कथञ्चित् नूनं मयापि सदृशं करुणैकपात्रं जातो जनिष्यति जनो न च जायते च ह्रीं ह्रीमिति प्रतिदिनं जपतां जनानां किं नाम दुर्लभमिह त्रिपुरादिवासे माला किरीटमदवारणमाननीयां स्तान् सेवते मधुमती स्वयमेव लक्ष्मीः सम्पत्कराणि सकलेन्द्रियनन्दनानि साम्राज्यदानकुशलानि सरोरुहाक्षि त्वद्वन्दनानि दुरिता औघहरणु त्वद्वन्दनानि दुरितौघहरोद्यतानि मामेव मातरनिशं कलयन्तु नान्यौ कल्पोपसंहरणकल्पितताण्डवस्य देवस्य खण्डपरशोः परमेश्वरस्य पाशाङ्कुशैक्षवश शरासनपुष्पबाणाः सा साक्षिणी विजयते तव मूर्तिरेका लग्नं सदा भवतु मातरिदं तवार्धौ तेजः परं बहुलकुङ्कुम पङ्कशोणौ भास्वत्किरीटममृतां शुकलावतंसं मध्ये त्रिकोणमुदितं परमामृतार्द्रौ ह्रीङ्कारमेव तव धाम तदेव रूपं त्वन्नाम सुन्दरि सरोजनिवासमूले त्वत्तेजसा परिणतं व्यदादिभूतम् सौख्यं तनोति सरेसीरुहसम्भवादेः ह्रीङ्कारत्रयसम्पुटेन महता मन्त्रेण सन्दीपितं स्तोत्रं यः प्रतिवासरं तव पुरः मातर्जपेन्मन्त्रवित् तस्य क्षोणिभुजो भवन्ति वशगाः लक्ष्मीश्चिरस्थायिनी वाणी निर्मलसूक्तिभारभरिता जागर्ति दीर्घं वयः इति श्रीमत् शङ्कराचार्य विरचितं कल्याणवृष्टिस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम् ओम शांति 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 ओम वंडरफुल स्तोत्रास देर ऑल एक जिंदगी में ना सिर्फ स्तोत्रों को पढ़ो उसी भाव में भरे जाना or at least 1 year stay somewhere in the ashram throughout the day 1 whole year only stotras 1 2 years only the puranas 1 year only various mantras japa 1 year only Bhagavad Gita the other smriti granthas 1 2 years only Upanishads and 2 3 years whole what do you say Brahma Sutra adi फिर भी जिंदा है तो टेक अप महाभारत योग वासिष्ठ all the smriti grantha. This is the only way by which we reach near the truth. Infinite bliss it is. All else is mind created delusion and mind given value. And because of mind the involvement and because of that nothing but bondage only. May we all clearly know very soon by the grace of Mother what is bandha, what is moksha. Om Bhurva Subhra. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विदितो भान्ति कुतो यमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वं नारायण व्यासाय मंगलम कृष्ण ओम दाशरथाय सीतावल्लभाय राम राम भार्याय तत्वशाय आंजनेय बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत पुराण गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योग वासिष्ठ पातंजलि योग दर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण सूत संहिता शिवपुराण सहस्रनाम वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद सुखदेव सुदास भागवताचार्य की जय श्री वेदव्यास वाल्मीकि स्वामी तुलसीदास रामायणाचार्य की जय श्री वेदव्यास शंकर याज्ञवल के आदि शंकराचार्य ब्रह्मविद्याचार्य की जय हिरण्यगर्भ कपिल व्यास योग दर्शनाचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब सुंदर की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की आज के आनंद की जय नमः पार्वती पदे हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम कीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम हमें ब्याज बनाती माता की जय कमला माता की जय दुर्गा माता की जय श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय Happy Vijayadashami. All our classes with the reduced time span they'll continue even tomorrow. Try to adjust करो हो सके तो and attend them. लेट द दुष्ट दशा का हरण होकर सद दशा आप सबके जीवन में माता भगवती भगवान राम भगवान कृष्ण भगवान शिव गुरु परंपरा के अनुग्रह से हो जावे ये संकल्प एंड प्रार्थना all sankalpas prarthanas all gurus work when we tune with our bhakti shraddha and do our bit of sadhana also which is so little what little sadhanas we do is never ever sufficient for realization of the truth realization moksha comes only by grace of God. But to invoke and use that grace, we have to be opening ourselves. That opening is done by the small little sadhanas which we do. All our sadhanas are only to invoke Krupa. Krupa is the only one which gives moksha. Thank you. Happy Vijayadashami to all. Yeah, see you tomorrow.